Che Adams seals romp over Brentford to delight Southampton's new owner. With a broad smile on his face and a Southampton scarf in his hands, it is probably worth someone telling the watching Dragan Čolak, the Serbian billionaire behind the club's recent takeover, that it is not always like this. Southampton swept past Brentford, a win capped by the substitute Che Adams, after January Bednarek, Armando Broja and an unfortunate own goal by Alvaro Fernandez helped the hosts into a comfortable lead. The own goal, which pinballed off a post and in via the back of the goalkeeper's hand, summed up a taxing night for the visitors. In the end, a rasping equalizer by Vitaly Janelt was nothing more than a footnote for Brentford, who succumbed to their heaviest defeat of the season. This marked the first home game of a new era, with Čolak, in club colours, a red tie and white shirt, sitting alongside the Southampton chief executive, Martin Semmens, in the director's box. Since the takeover by Sport Republic, in which Čolak is the main investor, the manager, Ralph Hasenhüttl, has talked up the benefits of the investment group's plan to put Southampton at the heart of their multi-club empire and alluded to the big news in his program notes. "They are good people who know about football, know about business, and will help us in the future," Hasenhüttl said. Čolak, the founder of Serbia's biggest telecoms and media provider, has a love for golf. He is a keen player and owns courses in Slovenia, but with 5 minutes gone here he appeared to have the football bug. James Ward-Prowse sent an in-swinging corner into the box and Bednarek nipped in front of Ivan Toney at the front post to glance a header beyond Fernandez in the Brentford goal. Čolak and Semmens, all smiles, rose to their feet in celebration. For Thomas Frank, it will have been a particularly maddening goal to concede given the Brentford head coach had forewarned his team of Ward-Prowse's prowess from set pieces and, in the build-up to this game, even made a case that the Southampton captain may be the best right-footed free-kick taker on the planet. This was a corner, but it was a delicious, pinpoint ball into the 6-yard box and Bednarek did the rest. Southampton were in the driving seat, Brentford a little out of sorts, and a few minutes later Broja did brilliantly to create a wonderful opportunity for the hosts to double their advantage. The striker, on loan from Chelsea, beat Jansen on the edge of the area and crossed from the right, but the ball dribbled harmlessly across the 6-yard box. Frank cut a frustrated figure on the sidelines, bemoaning a sloppy pass by Christopher Ajer that went awry in defense, but his team replied in style. The usually reliable Toney swiped at thin air after Christian Norgard flipped a looping ball into the box, but Brentford levelled a minute later. Bumo sped down the right, breaking clear of Mohamed Salisu, and stood up across towards the back post. Toney missed it but Janelt, lurking a few feet behind the striker, did not, unerringly scissoring across a bouncing ball with his left foot and emphatically smacking the ball into the bottom corner. Janelt almost put Brentford in front 2 minutes later, but Fraser Forster repelled the German midfielder's powerful drive from outside the box. It was almost as if Ibrahima Diallo, one of 3 changes from Southampton's extra-time victory at Swansea on Saturday, had been inspired by Janelt's strike. When a corner was cleared to the edge of the box, Diallo sent a left-footed shot thudding towards goal that rattled a post and cannoned in off Fernandez's right glove. Frank could only chew on his gum that little bit faster. Brentford could argue Southampton were a touch fortunate and Fernandez unlucky, but they only had themselves to blame when Broja extended the hosts' lead. Ariel Ramu exposed a gaping hole in the Brentford backline with a defense-splitting pass and Broja slotted in via a kind deflection from Fernandez's left boot. Credit to Southampton, who went from the edge of their 18-yard box to bearing down on Fernandez within 3 slick passes. Diallo, Salisu and Ramu interlinked before the latter played Broja through on goal with Pontus Jansson trailing for company. Čolak and Henrik Kraft, the co-founder of Sport Republic, rejoiced in the stands. Frank recognized he needed to stem Southampton's flow, introducing Jon Wissav and Matthias Jensen from the bench, but his defense unraveled again when the ball was pumped forward by Diallo clearing his lines. Diallo intervened to stem a Brentford attack, walloped the ball forward from deep and Adams, fresh from arriving off the bench, got the ball under his spell with his first touch before dinking past a stranded Fernandez with his next. There was still time for arguably the moment of the match, or a contender for that accolade at least. Brentford switched the ball from right to left, and just as Whistle looked primed to apply the finishing touch, a hurtling Ward-Prowse charged in to rake the ball to safety. It was almost a perfect night.